We're going to talk about this woman who says that she thinks that women don't understand their level in dating, and that dating will open up women's idea of who they should be with if they look at things in a realistic lens, right?
I'm just trying to get women to understand that if you accept the fact that there's a system that is here where the standards are here and you are outside of that system of beauty, when you accept that and you accept that you don't have to subscribe to it, you don't have to subscribe to it, you just have to acknowledge that it's there, that will save you so much heartache because women are operating in delusion and they don't understand, why is he treating me like this? Why is he so mean to me? Why can't I get this man that I want? I'm trying to get you to come down to reality so that you can see that there's a whole system at play for why you are getting these results that you're getting in the relationship world. One, I want to get you to understand and to think practically. I want you to understand there are men that you are not giving a chance to that you need to rethink.
Now, do I think this woman thinks she's ugly? No. Do I think this woman has low self-esteem? No. But what I do think is that she understands how dating works, right? There's a food chain in life. Being dark skinned, I understood this first, like, quick, fast, and hard. When you're dark skinned and when you're not the universal preference, you understand where you fall quickly. But I feel like with the share of stars and the you can have whatever you want and this and the third and the Kendra G's, it's kind of hard for women now to assess where they fall. It's a food chain with animals. It's a food chain at your job. There's a food chain with humans, right? The person with the most status, better looks, most money gets the best of the best. Everything in life has a food chain, right? Worker, supervisor, a general manager, assistant. It's a food chain and everything, right? It's a food chain with women. Men have a food chain. The average woman has a universal standard, right? Do most women date out of that standard? Absolutely. But the universal standard, the man who's at his highest, the preference amongst women is 6 feet, 6 inches, six figures. That's the universal standard, right? For women. Now, men also have a universal standard, and it's called the preference. You can imagine what the preference looks like. I know what the preference looks like. Now, do men date women who do not look like the preference? All the time. But what's the universal standard, right? The preference. What is most likely to get the pick of the litter? The preference. What's the most likely to get the pick of the litter amongst women? And I feel like this woman is saying that we as women think that since we get niggas, we don't understand that there's a hierarchy, right? Like this man would never look right with this woman. This woman would never look right with this man. Looks don't match, right? It's a scale, right? Like it's just some things that just don't go, that just don't match. And even if they were to date those people, the world would tear them down and say, why are you with that when you can have this? Because you are the preference, you are the universal standard. Yes, it's hard to hear, but it's the truth. Um, I think that since we think that a man will have sex with us, and I have a video on that, it's called Women Have No Options. We think that that translate over to your dating options. I feel like if this man, because men do it all the time, they sleep with women they are attracted to because I'm gonna say it, but because they think that she can real good or she can real good. It happened in college all the time where a man would sleep with the woman who's like the ugliest on campus. They would scope her out because they felt like her self-esteem would be the lowest, and they would sleep with her because she would be the easiest to sleep with, versus the cheerleader or the prettiest girl or the girl who was okay. She would have a little bit more standards, she would have a little bit more attention, meaning she would have a little bit more options, and she wouldn't have to put up with that. So that's the thing. So this woman is saying like, hey, I am here on the totem pole. Why am I shooting up here? Now, can I shoot up here? Absolutely. But what's the odds? And I feel like a lot of times we think that us assessing ourselves is meaning us calling ourselves ugly, and it's not the case, because this woman is also beautiful, this woman is also beautiful, and this woman is also beautiful, but to different calibers of men. I was watching this video of a rapper, right? A rapper was having a meet and greet, and a woman went up to him and was like, "Can I have a kiss?" And he was like, "No."
That's tough. I ain't gonna lie, dude. Say something to the.
And she was genuinely shocked. And when I went on her page, she was a beautiful woman. Somebody else saying in the comments, why would you even ask somebody like that? And then she was saying, niggas never tell me no. And I said, see, this is where that scale comes in. The men you match never tell you no. The men above you will always tell you no. Hence, that's why he told you no, Doris. And a lot of times, I hate to say it, but a lot of times, a lot of women are dealing with men who have nobody else, who have no other options. So they think, oh, I get niggas, but you're getting men who look at the material. Look at the men you're getting. Do everybody else want them, or only you want them? And another thing I say is we have to stop saying, oh, I get niggas, I get niggas, I get niggas, I get men, I get men, I get men, I get men. I hate using the N word, but I get men, I get men, I get men. And then when birthdays and holidays come around, you have nothing to show for all the men that you got. You don't know if you really get men until your birthdays and holidays come around. That's the truth. Men early on in life are rejected by women so much they have no choice but to accept where they are on the totem pole. Women do not, because women get more access to sex. I don't know. It's some men out there who don't know where they fall either, but unfortunately, the world ranks you. We all rank each other. Like with our work ethic, when our hair, our nails, we rank this stuff. Like we look at other people and say, oh, her hair not done, her nails. Like we look at this stuff, whether we do it unconsciously or consciously. So you fall somewhere, whether you know it or not. But your results will always show you where you fall. Let's talk about it. Do people not know where they fall in dating anymore? Are everybody delusional? Like, let's talk about it. Is she wrong? Is it low self-esteem? Let's talk about it in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.